Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to episode 11 in my basic tutorial of They Are Billions. I'm pretty much picking up where I left off last time. I did do one thing. I'm moving a ranger from this group here over to here, and the reason is because this one is a little bit isolated. They're a long way from help if they get into trouble. So I want to make sure that I've got some extra protection in there. With these, I'm not so concerned because they're all right next to each other. If one wall starts to fall, I can always pull in additional rangers from the other sections here. But with this one, not so much. So I'm moving one ranger for now into there to make that three, and I'll probably put in another ranger as soon as I feel I can spare one. Meanwhile, let's check on this status. I've got two going. That should be enough. These I need to continue to build. So let's start a new row here. Yeah. So about up to there. I don't want to get into the territories. I don't want to get too close to the hunter cottages again, though, because again that will cut down on my food, and I do not want that. I could put a hunter cottage along here. It looks like, but the yield isn't that great. If I get desperate, then the 12 here would work, but I could also just put in a 12 there too. So I'm not that impressed by a 12 here. That's why I wanted at least 14. Anyway, so this episode is going to be about tackling this area and the Village of Doom. I've got enough rangers here to handle a new area. Usually you want to have, for exploring a new area where there's going to be a lot of fast, strong ones. That's a colonist. That's one of them. You can tell. Let's see. Well, next time I see a weak one, I'll do that one, or I'll select that one to see what its stats are. But this one is a 45, so keep that number in mind for comparison. It's got a lot of other stats here, but if you compare them one by one, then they're all going to be bigger than or higher than the weak slow ones. One to especially look out for is the speed, 1.75. The slow ones don't even have a speed. They just basically as just shuffle along at no particular speed at all. So I don't know, maybe 0.5 or something like that instead of 1.75. The Rangers are a lot faster than that, by the way. They're a 4, so over twice as fast. So that's why their biggest skill is running away, basically. And they should only attack in numbers. Anyway, so but that the 11 here should be a little bit even more than enough to tackle these more difficult areas. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. Meanwhile, making sure that I do everything else that I need to be doing at the same time. So let's go ahead and start attacking.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Let's check. Make sure that's Still going. And let's change the gather point here, rally point to right in there. Um, you want to make sure that the entire path from where you from the soldier center to the destination is in your range. Again, like I mentioned a couple episodes ago, the soldiers don't necessarily follow the most safe route. They just follow the most direct route according to their algorithm. And so we want to make sure that every conceivable path between here and here is safe for them to go. So I'll set that there for now. Meanwhile, I'll just have her point her manually to there for the time being. And let's continue forward with these guys. And already I can see there is another village, or at least a dwelling of doom. Maybe not an entire village, but there is something of doom there. So I want to be careful of that. Try not to get too close for the moment. So I'm going to hold off on them, just sort of attack sideways for the time being. Make sure there's nothing in the immediate area there. It looks like there's actually 2 dwellings of doom.
Building completed.
Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is start. I'm going to put a Tesla tower here, right inside the gate, because I want to make this an inner defense, and then I'm going to put another wall around right around here to protect us from these buildings of doom here. So when that's done, I'll put another layer of wall. Meanwhile, let's see if I can't extend to a second layer in this direction, as long as I've got the resources. So maybe Tesla tower there. I can't get too close to the edge there, but yeah, maybe one there and another one in there, like that. So and let's go ahead and readjust their paths so they don't get confused by the towers there. It's going to be more complicated, but whoops.
Are you sure?
It's going to be more complicated, but that's fine.
Okay. Are you sure?
So like that, maybe. If I had towers, then what I would probably do is put towers along these walls. That way, it would avoid the issues with complicated patrol paths. But I didn't do the tower research yet, so and I don't think it's really needed for this mission. It makes things a little bit more convenient at this point, but it's not really necessary at the moment. So anyway, so let's just hold off on these guys here, just sort of defend for a bit, and wait for these towers to go, and then I'll build a second layer of wall like around there.
The walls are under attack.
Right. So that's why I wanted to get these things walled off, because first of all, the infected are drawn to these Tesla towers like candy, so you want to make sure that they are defended before you put them down. Otherwise, they will be attacked quickly, and you'll either be destroyed right away, in which case you'll lose the resources, or they'll be destroyed after they're done, and that's kind of even worse because then another infected will come out, and that could start a snowball effect, and that would be really bad. Anyway, we'll leave that alone for now.
Completed.
Okay, so those towers are done. I've got more cash now, so let's see what I can do with with building that second layer here. I'm going to put the gate here. Again, I usually build the gates first and then build the walls around them. Let's pull these guys back a little bit, and put the finish the wall like that. I'm planning to put a wall here, but right now I don't have any. There's still, yeah, there's an infected right there, and that's probably going to prevent me from doing it at the moment. I could take some of these guys out to do that, but there's no hurry on that, so I won't do that right now. Meantime, I am running low on food, you may notice, and that's one reason I want to get this area here done. First of all, there is that food crate over there, and there's probably additional food sources in there too. So let's just wait for that, for at least the wall portion of the wall to be done.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Well, keep that going.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Let's have these two, and actually this one
This better be
as
good.
well, join. So then we'll have a good force of 14 there. And actually, let's have her stay behind and come over and join these guys. I want to have 4 over here just in case, just to be on the safe side. All right, so at least the wall part of that is done. Let's go ahead and attack this. And this is going to be the main topic of the episode, is dealing with these villages of doom. This is just 2 dwellings, so it's more of a hamlet of doom, maybe, I don't know. But the basic technique is to just go in and I'm going to pretend this is a lot larger. I could probably just cover this with this one group, but this is the basic idea. You just go in with 1 or 2 rangers and just sort of give them a little tickle, right, like that. And that disturbs the infected inside, and they all come out, or at least a number of them will come out. And that's a lot to deal with. So what I'm going to do is just pull back here a little bit,
My bow and arrows are ready.
and just sort of attack them from.
They are attacking
Oops.
the colony defenses.
No, I attack my own gate there. That's not good.
They are trying to
So I'm not fighting them from behind the wall, which is a good situation to be in. You don't want to.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Yeah.
Bow and arrows are
It would be possible, but probably more difficult to do it.
Walls are under attack.
To do it in front of the wall because this is giving you a layer of protection, and basically your rangers can attack the infected, and all the infected can do is attack the wall, which is repairable. So, in fact, I'll just do a repair on that right now. So I'll wait for that to settle down, and then I'll do another. Let's have these come back here, and let's make sure everything else is being maintained here. I'll do 3 this time. Keep my tents going if I could, but I am out of food for the moment, so that's not going to happen for a while. Anyway, so let's continue to clear out this area and get that food. So, like I said, we'll do that a couple times. Go in, give it a tickle. Looks like not a lot are coming out this time, so I'll send the entire force in this time. So the idea is to,
My bow and arrows are ready.
since,
They are attacking the colony defenses.
where are they doing that? Yeah, that was a false alarm. That was just right there, I guess. Anyway, so the idea is just to give a little bit of a nudge, and then the affected will come out, and then you can retreat behind your barrier, and then deal with the attack that comes. So let's continue with that.
They are trying to break through.
All right, hang on. This is one of the issues you come at. Right there. Okay, that's where they are. It's best not to ignore those messages, and so this is why I wanted to have 3 of these rangers in there, so they could deal with these kind of micro swarms like
Our
this.
defenses are being attacked.
So let's make sure that's not going to be an issue before we. There we go. So, right, so that takes care of that kind of Hamlet of Doom there. We've got stone and wood pickups here. I don't care about them. I can pick them up or not. It doesn't matter. I've got more than enough wood here, and stone I'm not using anyway, so those don't really help. I guess you just get them automatically with a dwelling like that.
What?
So let's just continue forward, and I'll explore, try to clear out the whole rest of this area. And again, I do an attack, and then sort of
Yeah.
follow the black area around.
Yes.
Just to expand a little bit, not actually on the border, but a little bit away from it, just to kind of widen it a little bit at a time. So I'll go ahead and do that as soon as the
Arrows are ready.
as soon as these infected have been dealt with. A lot of these alarms you get are more or less serious than they sound, but you shouldn't ignore them.
You again.
Let's go ahead and collect that
A new task.
food there. Let's move these guys out here for a second, and let's continue building a wall here. So I'm starting here my next layer of defense here. So like that, maybe. Okay. Eventually this area will be cleared, so this is basically a second layer of defense against that village of Doom, but for right now it's not really defending anything. So let's go ahead and do another
Yeah.
another skirt of the black area there, and I've got a gold deposit there. You may notice.
Walls are under attack.
Let's go ahead and check that. That's nothing. One thing I'm checking for is if the repair all is green, then the attack is already over, and I can just click that and repair any damage, which hopefully will be minimal. Anyway, we'll wait for this to clear out. And now that this area is pretty much clear from infected, I can start expanding my Tesla towers. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll put one. Can I put one there? Yeah, let's put one there. Yeah, I've got 2 food pickups there, which I can get as soon as
The train has arrived at the station.
these guys are done. Let's make sure I've got my Rangers coming. Got 2 there already. Let's have them join up with the others. Let's do some more houses now that I got that food pickup. So let's put those in. Put an extra 2 there, but I don't want to continue this row to there because that would interfere with my hunter cottage. So I'll just when I continue on, I'll just start there. All right. So it looks like this area is they're going into empty territory for now. So what I'm going to do at this point is put them on chase, and that will do 2 things. First of all, I want to clear out the infected, but I also want to make sure there are no other infected in this area, because it's really easy to kind of leave one in a corner by accident, and then next thing you know, you put in a Tesla tower in what you thought was a safe area, and that's not good. So that's why I'm going to do it on chase at this point. So I'll do that. Put these guys on chase too.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Let's check this out. Yeah, that's fine.
Completed.
Right, I was going to continue building these Tesla towers in here, so let's continue to do that. Right.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Okay, so at this point, this entire area has been cleared, and so now the closest infected is way over here. So now they're heading this way, and that's my signal to take them off to chase mode, because I don't want them to head into the village of Doom yet. I just want them to clear this area out. So I'll instead have them go to, say, this area here. Maybe between these walls here. I want to leave one behind and collect that food, though. There we go. And now that we've got additional food, I can go ahead and make more tents here. Yeah, let's it's kind of an awkward shape, but that's fine. Is that... I want to make sure it's clear at least 3 spaces around each hunter cabin. So, yeah, that's less than optimal, but that's fine. Put the next row like that, I guess. And put another 2 here and here. Okay, I've run out of food again. But that should keep me flush on colonists for the time being. And it's time to start checking the things like population goals and whatnot. So my population goal is 400. I am at 200 colonists. And the rule of thumb here is that you want your total, once your total of colonists plus food is over your population goal, then you're done. You get a little bit more, but it's rule of thumb is you're gonna need as much. You need 1 food for each colonist. So putting these together, I've got enough for 200 colonists, which is half of what I need. So I'm gonna need to build like 200 more food at some point. And this map is really kind of not good in terms of that. There's an 8 there. That's really kind of sad, actually. And I already talked about this 12 here. So I think the better opportunities for food are actually in this area here. There's probably quite a bit in there. So that's why I want to expand into this area, is to get this tree line here. I don't need any more wood at the moment. There are some good places to get wood in here, but since I don't need it, it's better to use it for food at this point. Before, the trade-off was it's going to be a trade-off with these forest areas between wood and food. So you have to kind of plan that and think about what your priorities are at the moment, I guess. Anyway, so I think I'll just play ahead a little bit and get this area covered by Tesla towers, and in the meantime keep building my soldiers and or my rangers, and just build up my forces. Right now I'm at 30, which I think is probably a bit light to handle that, so I'm gonna wait till like 40 or 50, I think. So in the meantime, that will give me time to build this in and put cottage or hunter cottages in there. So I'll play ahead a bit and come back when some of that is done. All right. Well, I've built things up a little bit more. I got this area covered with Tesla towers. Put in more hunter cottages. There's 5 there, so probably in the neighborhood of 80 food altogether in there. I'm still a little bit low. My goal here is 400, so I need 48. That means 12 houses or 12 tents. And I'm gonna need like another 46 food, but that is not going to happen unless I start using desperate measures like putting tents in sort of these open, or putting hunter cottages in some of these open areas here. So I did leave a couple places for that kind of thing in there, and I could probably do that up in here too. But so I'm kind of stuck on building more tents at the moment because I don't have food. I could probably destroy this wall here because it's not really doing anything at the moment. Now that its function of defending, being a first layer of defense against the Hamlet of Doom over here, is done, I don't really need that anymore. But I don't need the wood, so I'm not gonna do that right now. If it ends up that I do need the wood, I'll destroy it and recycle that. In the meantime, I'm still building my forces here, and I am putting a second layer of defense around here. I can finish that up probably right now. Just um, put in like that, just so I have a second layer to be ready in case in case I get overwhelmed when I attack this. And probably would be a good idea to put in another layer here, but I don't have the Tesla coverage at the moment, so I'll leave that for now. In the meantime, I've got 41 Rangers. Let's build up I'm going to build it up to 50 total. So that's including all the ones in these areas and the that are just doing guard duty. So I'll probably have about 40 altogether when I actually do the attack. Let's move these guys over here. These ones here aren't actually guarding anything useful. They're just basically this is now a second layer of defense, so they don't need to be guarded full time anymore. So let's see what my status is here. I've got 29, so probably when I get to that up to 40, then I'll start thinking about doing an attack up there. So anyway, I'll just continue to build that up here. I've got
This better be good.
yeah, let's have her go there, and let's move the rally point up there too. So like there. One thing I forgot to mention, I did build a gold quarry here. It's probably not necessary, but it's certainly not going to hurt. And you may notice that these rangers do get a salary of 1 gold per cycle. So that's with a total of say 50. That's 50 gold per cycle, which it's not insignificant. It would be more if they were soldiers, and soldiers would also use up food, which would, since food is kind of tight in this map, it would that would be significant too. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. Yeah, this is one thing I was talking about before. These villages of doom do tend to send out little raiding parties, and I just noticed one starting there. So it's not really significant this time. Let me get some rangers over there to deal with them. But yeah, every so often they'll send out a little bit. And while I'm thinking about it here, let's see. Here's basically the 3 levels of infected in one shot here. So this is a young. This is 35. There isn't even a speed listed for them, and their damage is 6. So that's the slow, weak kind, and then the colonist here, that's got a speed of almost 2. Damage is 9, so 50% higher. Plus their attack speed is higher, so yeah. So that's 1, and that's well, yeah. So yeah, it's they do higher fat damage, and the another the probably the most significant thing is actually their speed because they can because well a slow one is kind of creeping up on the ranger. The ranger can just shoot it down before it gets anywhere. These will outpace that, and so unless you've got two or three rangers, the this infected will reach one ranger before and do damage before she can defeat it. And then the third level here, this is like the second level, and the third level is the executive. And you can compare the numbers again. The attack damage here is 12, so that's another 3 higher than this one again. So so this is, and its speed is, I believe, the same. Yeah. So these go at the same speed, but this is it's got a stronger attack and it's got more this is 45 health and this is an 80 health. So it will take like twice as much effort to bring one of these guys down as one of these. So yeah, so there's 3 levels here, and you kind of need to recognize these kind of move in a weird way, so you can kind of recognize them right away. Plus, they're all dressed in all black, so which makes them easier to tell. So yeah, you kind of have to know the difference, know which one, know that these guys are the most dangerous, the ones to avoid. There are more dangerous ones further along in the campaign, but for now, this is the most dangerous. So yeah, 3 levels of infected, and what I'm going to do at this point, yeah, I'm going to continue to wait until this reaches an even 50 on the ranger count there, and I'll come back when that happens. All right, well, I reached 50 rangers total, so I think that's going to be enough to deal with this Village of Doom here. And what I'm going to do, my plan at this point, is first of all send out a party just to cover just this one area here, and try not to disturb the actual Village of Doom too much. So I'll just go up to about here. Take care of that one executive, maybe. So this area is protected. I'll put another Tesla tower in there. Say there. Let's send out a couple actually to protect that side for the time being.
The train has arrived at the station.
Right, so I'll wait for that to be done. I'll put in an additional wall here, and then maybe a wall like in this way, just to have yet another layer of defense here. Pull these back a little bit toward here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build that additional wall there, and put in gate here, hopefully. Yeah. Well, the tracks, this curvy. It's kind of awkward to build, because I can't build a track anywhere from here, the gate, from anywhere from here to here. So you're kind of limited in your spots there. So I'll put one there. Use that tree there as part of the barrier, and let's extend out a little bit on the other side there. So that'll have to do for now. Right. In fact, I might even just put in another Tesla tower so I could extend that just a little bit more if I have the if I'm able to maybe put it there so it's kind of not quite on the path of the main wave there, and I'll just let that percolate for a bit, and I'll come back when that's a little bit more done. Alright, so the strategy is like before. I'm just going to send one or two out and just sort of give it a tickle. And I'm going to start, see, there's two different types of buildings here. There's the Dwellings of Doom, and we've seen two of those, and those weren't actually that bad. But the Taverns of Doom, they're bigger, they have many, many more infected in them. And so that's why you don't want to try to take them on in a single pass, and I just want to give it a. I want to start with the dwelling, see if I can give that a tickle first, and then retreat, and hopefully the taverns won't react too much. The idea is to break up their attacks into multiple pieces, so you can deal with them individually rather than the entire village at the same time. So let's go ahead and,
Yeah.
whoa, it looks like they're already decided to start without me here.
Gotcha.
Attention. Building completed.
Yes.
Don't really need to worry about these weak ones here. One thing I want to be careful of, though, is putting rangers too close here. I mean, their range is possibly within range of that tavern there. So if I posted a ranger there, it might attack, or she might attack that, and that would be bad because that would pull out a lot of them at once, and I don't want to do that until I'm ready. So
What do you want?
gotta be careful about even getting these guys too involved here. Let me put one like right there. That should be far enough away and still deal with these kind of side attacks there.
Oh, more.
So let's go ahead and attack that one dwelling there. Right. See, that got them all riled up, so let's
You are gonna pay me for
do
this,
a
right?
retreat and
What do you want now?
have the rest of them attack from behind the wall here.
Roger that.
They are trying to break through.
It's kind of a chain reaction here. When you attack, the noise alerts others, and then more attack, and so that's why you want to be careful about being too premature with just going in and trying to clear everything out at once. You want to kind of draw them out slowly so they're a nice, easy pieces to deal with. Let's
Yes.
send out one, kind of speed things along a little bit here. Kind of have her draw out this crowd here.
Yeah. A new task. You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha. What's up? Any visitors around?
The train has arrived at the station.
You know, even though she's in front of the wall here, whoops, I didn't mean to move them all out there. Just have her come out. Even though she's in front of the wall here, she's safe from relatively safe because she's got all these backups here. So I just want to use her to kind of bring out the rest, or lure the rest of these in here.
Sounds interesting. It could be worse. Great. Yeah.
Come on. Maybe if I had two of them out here, that would speed things along a little bit.
It could be worse. What? Are you sure?
Our defenses are being attacked.
Let's go ahead and check that. Yeah, so you got this little micro swarm here, and that's why I wanted to have 4 rangers on this side so that they...
The walls are under attack.
let's check the wall strength here. Yeah, so... right, these are far away from aid, so that's why I wanted to have a fairly decent sized force here.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Pretty sure they're going to be able to handle it, so let's go on, continue on with this project over here.
Pay me for this, right?
They are trying to break through.
Yeah, I think they're done now. Oh,
What?
let's retreat a little bit.
Are you sure?
Continue forward.
The train has arrived at the station.
Okay, and let's give that dwelling
Okay.
another tickle in a second here.
Are you sure? Gotcha.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Our soldiers are in trouble.
I hope we're not wasting any time.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Whatever you say, as long as you pay me.
See, we're getting more and more infected coming out and joining the fun here. But the good news is there's only a finite number of these. So once they're once the house is empty, then it's empty, and you don't have aren't going to be any more coming in. And I think it's about time that I had the rest of these guys kind of join in here so that this doesn't take forever. So I'm going to
What
take
do you want now?
pull these out to about the same position here. And let's take these
You are gonna
The
pay me
train
for
has
this,
arrived
right?
at the
and
station.
have them join. And all but 2 of those guys.
Yes.
All right, so let's just go ahead and finish off that one dwelling.
Great.
And that
The walls are under attack.
the building noise should also attack the fact that the house is destroyed. That crashing sound is going to attract more infected too. So that's why I wanted to get a good sized force together here, and I'm
They are
hoping
attacking the colony defenses.
that we'll be able to defend just without having to retreat at this stage. but it's good to have that retreat as an option just in case we need it. And I'm just going to check, make sure that we're not being attacked anywhere else at the moment. Yeah, this is getting a little bit scary, so I'm going to pull back for the moment.
Yeah.
Our forces are in danger.
Gotcha.
They are trying to break through.
Keep an eye. Oops, yeah. That's why we have a fallback. We should... I don't know if I need to actually go back past the walls. Why don't I just try backing up to this point here?
Our defenses are being attacked.
Yeah, we're worried about that.
You again.
Worried about that Tesla tower there.
The walls are under attack.
Ah, now you're gonna wonder what that noise was. Well, they've been fighting so much that they've got enough experience points, and this is a whole other thing that I haven't talked about yet, that they're veterans. And what that means is, it says vet here. Most of them, you'll notice when it just has like a percent, and that's like how many points how much progress they've made in experience points. But once they've reached that level, they become a vet, and there's really only 2 levels. I mean, there's the basic level and the vet level. Vets in general are about twice as strong as the normal level. Their attacks aren't actually any more powerful, or at least not much more powerful. But the main thing is they shoot a lot more often. So in terms of damage over time, they do a lot better. So there's a whole science of managing your vets, keeping them from robbing, because they don't need experience points anymore. So once they kill an infected, it basically robs another ranger of the experience points. And there's a whole science of kind of dealing with that, but I'm not going to do that in this mission because it's not really necessary. I think I'll just keep them there. It'll just make my force just that much stronger, and I'll probably get more and more vets as we continue.
The train has arrived at the station.
Meanwhile, let's replace that gate. I think I can do that now. Actually, you know what? I could put a second one in there. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I should have done that to start with. That one's got too many enemies near it. Let's make this a double wall. I didn't realize I could make this a double wall. So that's interesting. Continue to let these guys clear out the area until I can put more walls in.
Colony defenses.
What?
Let's have these guys go a little bit further up.
They are trying to break through.
So the thing is that they're all the noise these guys are making by killing the infected is attracting more infected. So this is may continue on for a while, at least until these buildings are emptied out. But the good news is eventually these buildings will be emptied out, and eventually, and then we can stop worrying about that. I'm really kind of annoyed that I didn't know that
Train has arrived at the station.
I was able to put a double wall there. I should have done that in the first place, but yeah, I can't build there, but I could build there maybe? Yeah, alright. Alright, so, it looks like that's cleared out a good portion of the infected there. Let's go ahead and do another wave of our own here.
Our defenses are being attacked. The walls are under attack.
I'm gonna leave a couple behind here to defend that section there. At least I can get till I get that wall back up. There it goes. All right. Let's just leave her behind to deal with these side attacks and continue on forward with the rest of them. Keep hitting that repair button. Anything exciting going on in the rest of the perimeter here? Doesn't look like it. Right, that's probably alerted a bunch more, so we'll just have to deal with that. Another vet. Okay, that seems to have
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
done most of them. Let's do some of these dwellings here.
Yes.
All these resources would be nice if I needed them, but first of all, I'm not even using iron or stone at the moment, so I don't care about those, and I've got more than enough wood at the moment, so I don't care about those either. So I can either pick them up or drop them. It does or not. It's doesn't matter either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that that dwelling there. I may have to pull back a little bit here.
They are attacking the colony defenses. They are trying to break through.
Okay, where are they doing that? Oh, they're fine. Yeah, that got down to about half health on that one corner there. So what I'm gonna do
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
is put another let's put in just another layer of wall in there just to make sure, since that seems to be a trouble spot. I seem to be doing fine on the other ones, but I've got the resources, so I might as well put in that wall just to be on the safe side there. And I think these buildings are mostly empty, so I can just go in and clear them out, I think.
Sure.
At this point, it's just a matter of knocking them down since there's no infected inside anymore. Let's just go ahead and
Better be good.
have them all attack here.
Train has arrived at the station.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I don't even care about gold anymore because so I'm flush on pretty much everything except food. And unfortunately there are no more food drops to pick up. So
Any infected around?
that takes care of the Village of Doom. And just to wrap up, we need to get that additional 40 or so food. So the next step is to fill in this area with Tesla towers, try to get these forested areas here done, and see how much I can get from that, and try to pick up additional food where necessary. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll come back when that's more or less a little bit further along in progress. All right, so I've put in Tesla towers. I just put in some additional hunter cottages too, and those should put me over what I need to get to the 400 there. There was, I think, like 14 here and a 15 here and a 17, so that adds up to at least 40 something. Plus I get 2 additional colonists for each cottage, so that should help as well. Yeah, most maps aren't this tight. I don't know if that's me doing something wrong or I'm just being too picky about where I put my 100 cottages or what, but anyway, so once those are done, I should be I need 48 more well, probably with these additional cottages, it'll only be 42 more. So I should be at least within shouting distance of what I need to get to the 400. So let's see how that works out. I just have to wait for that to finish, and then I'll put in houses to finish that off.
The train has arrived at the station.
I should need at most one more hunter cottage. Yeah, see, yeah, I got 3 or 6 additional colonists from the cottages, so it brings my total up to 358. So I need 42 food for that, and I've got 49 there. So I should be fine. I need 11 cottages. Or 11 tents. Let's just go ahead and put those in and let the mission finish. I'm out of power though, so I'm gonna need to do that before I do anything else. Should have been paying more attention to that. But I'll come back when that's done. Alright, so I put in another mill to get more energy because I forgot to check that. And I put in a total of 11 more cottages, which should take me over the 400
Attention.
we
Building
need.
complete.
And as soon as the train arrives, in about a few seconds,
The train has arrived.
there we go. So everything's done. Completed, mission completed. All right, so next time I'll do one of the tactical missions, the first tactical mission, and then probably the episode after that, I'll start doing the research tree. So that was my original plan for this episode, or for this episode and the last episode, but I will do those next time. I promise. All right. So hope you'll join me for that, and until then, bye.